Very happy to be here in the Philippines for the first time, and my friend Tom Dooley, he invited us here to play the game, so it was very good. We were lucky that a month ago we had a game against Singapore, and we only lost 2-1, so we had a good preparation for that game. But as you can see today, we only arrived 2 days ago. We haven't had a good preparation. And of course, you saw in the first half that the team struggled, as well as that only 4 of the starting 11 were the players that played in Singapore. So it can be expected that we could concede maybe 2 or 3 goals. 5 was, a bit unfortunate for us, but that's football. And for me, the important thing wasn't obviously the result, it's looking towards the Pacific Games next year that PNG is hosting, and so this is only our second game in 2 years, so we don't have the opportunity to play many games, and it's the first time in the history of PNG football that we've played against Singapore and now against the Philippines. So but I'm sure Tom is very happy because he scored lots of goals, and his boys will be very confident going into their next game. So at least it's, I'm sure it achieved a good purpose for Tom. And then seriously for me, I can see 4 of the boys that I had playing in the first half, I can see that they're going to be good for my squad in the future once I get them fit and we're able to play more games. So even though we lost 5-0, it was a very good exercise, and I'm very happy with at least 4 of those players of the 7 that I've given thrown in the deep end.
Thank you, Coach. Now I would like to open the floor to questions from our friends from the media.
Probably said everything. So,
Anyone from the media?
How was the second half? Coach?
How did you adjust to the second half?
well, in the second half, then of course I had to bring in the experienced players, the ones who played in Singapore. If I wanted to get a result, I'm going to play the 7 players that started in Singapore, and it's going to be closer. But I don't need a result now. I need a result in July next year when we have the tournament, and we're hosting the tournament, and then I'll be expected to get the gold medal. So it's good to play the game now. It's a very good experience, and in the second half, because if I leave it and don't make the changes, you're probably going to end up winning 8-0. So I have to make the changes, bring in the experienced players, and of course, then it's a bit more even. And then having said that, Tom probably changed 5 of his players at half-time. So then it was more even, and that's why there were no more goals in the second half.
Coach, you played Singapore and the Philippines. How can you compare 2 teams?
Well, look, we were there playing Singapore. Then 3 days later, they played Hong Kong. They drew 0-0, and they played with 9 of the players that played against us. Played against Hong Kong. A few days later, we were still in Singapore, so we saw the game. Last night, Singapore lost to Hong Kong 2-1, and so you can see that these Hong Kong, Singapore, Philippines, it's all on a very similar level. We're in the Pacific Islands. We're behind. The only one is New Zealand. That could give you probably a good game. Although, if I'm able to come back here in a month's time and we can have a bit more preparation, 4 or 5 days, of course we give you a better game. And but we'll see. Because Tom at this stage, Philippines haven't got any games tied up. They were meant to play New Zealand. New Zealand's cancelled, and so maybe we can play another game in 1 month. That would be good for us.
Any more questions?
Coach, would you say with your performance, do you feel good about your chances about making the whole second games?
Well, not with a performance like tonight, but at the moment we've got, you're allowed a squad of 23 players for the Pacific Games, and I've got 8 players that I'm pretty sure will make that list. And now I reckon tonight I can probably add another 4. So it's July next year, so I've got a little bit of time. And the level in the Pacific Islands, you know, the teams, New Caledonia, Tahiti, Fiji, Solomon Islands, and it's one more, because we're ranked 6th. So, you know, they're not as good as Singapore and the Philippines, you know.
How long are you staying here longer?
No, we go back, the team goes back tomorrow night, and my flight's on Tuesday. I fly back to New Zealand, and the team just has a 5.5-hour direct flight from Manila to Port Moresby. So my flight is 15 hours.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Coach, thank you very much for your team and good luck in your